Earnhardt was number one.
Racing to me is enjoyable. The only time I'm happy is when I'm in a race car racing. The part that gets tedious and tough is the traveling back and forth and the places we have to go.
This Labor Day weekend, and you're watching Dale Earnhardt in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet number 3 leading, and he'll have 10 more laps to go when he comes down this time. The question is, does he have enough fuel to complete the distance?
Historically, this car gets less fuel mileage than any car on the circuit. I don't know. It's going to be a very, very close situation. Whether Earnhardt can make it or not, probably any car out there that is a contender now can make it. The only question mark is Earnhardt.
The white flag comes out, and we are on the final lap of the 1989 version of the Heinz Southern 500. Dale Earnhardt from Kannapolis, North Carolina, now has just about 1/2 lap to go before he becomes a two-time winner of this great event. Earnhardt in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet takes the car to the middle of the racetrack in turns number 3 and 4. He comes off of corner number 4 looking for the checkered flag. The fans are on their feet. He waves to them. The checkered flag is out, and Earnhardt wins the Southern 500. And the Richard Childress crew celebrates. There's Richard Childress on the left side of your screen.
Here comes Earnhardt right on the rear bumper. Here goes Labonte. He'll pull right up on Earnhardt. Labonte down low. Earnhardt is up high. They're racing door to door in turn 4.
Bobby Labonte has a slight advantage to the inside. Here's Earnhardt battling back to the outside. At the stripe, it is going to be Dale Earnhardt by maybe 1 foot as he wins the Cracker Barrel 500 in a photo finish with Bobby Labonte. Earnhardt's 75th career victory. We'll have to wait and see if NASCAR will make that official. But from where I stood, it looked like Earnhardt fought him off at the very end.
Earnhardt has been the dominant car here all afternoon. After the Rusty Wallace exit with a blown engine in lap 50, it has been all Dale Earnhardt in Goodwrench Chevrolet. 2 laps to go. Earnhardt will get the white flag next time by. If he can hold on and Martin cannot catch any other cars, Earnhardt will take the points lead, but they're battling back in the pack. Kulwicki in the car number 7. That's Rick Mast in 98 and Jeff Bodine in the Budweiser Ford.
Kulwicki goes by the lap car of Derek Coleman. White flag is out for our leader, Dale Earnhardt.
Final lap for Dale Earnhardt as the Goodwrench Chevrolet goes hustling off into turn 1. They have got to be smiling in the Goodwrench pits if they can just hold on for about 3/4 of a mile. Where is Mark Martin? There's Earnhardt. Martin, well, there he is, trying to hold on. He's still being shown in the 9th spot. Not quite going to do it as he's trying to catch Ernie Irvan.
Terry Labonte blew an engine across the start-finish line as he got the white flag.
And Dale Earnhardt will come out of turn 4 and take the checkered flag to win the Checker 500. Earnhardt's Goodwrench crew celebrating. And Earnhardt will take the points lead into Atlanta Raceway. Indeed, a big smile from Dale Earnhardt, and indeed he's got to be smiling. He led 262 of 312 laps en route to win number 9 for 1990 from the Goodwrench Chevrolet.
Here it comes, Bob. Earnhardt sees Doyle Ford poised in the starter stand with the white flag indicating 1 lap to go. There it is. 2.5 miles to race in the second Brickyard 400. And Dale Jarrett takes a look to the inside of Rusty Wallace for second. And Dale Earnhardt would love to see that, because as long as those two are battling side by side, it gives Earnhardt a little bit of an advantage. They go through the second corner quickly, and now they're on to the backstretch for the final time in 1995 at Indianapolis. And the interval remains about the same. About 7 or 8 car lengths. Dale Earnhardt in command of the Brickyard 400 as he enters turn number 3. And there is no battle at the moment for second position as Dale Jarrett has settled back behind Rusty Wallace. And now for the final time, they come through corner number 4. Dale Earnhardt enters the straightaway and looks for the checkered flag this time. And he sees it. Dale Earnhardt has won the second Brickyard 400.
Earnhardt will make his 44th Talladega start today. In the last 8 races here, 4 top 3 finishes and 4 finishes of 28 or worse. He swept both races here last season. He starts 20th only 4 times in 62 races at Talladega. Has the eventual winner started that deep or deeper in the field?
And Earnhardt goes for the lead.
9-time winner at Talladega. He won both events in 1999. He won this race from 27th starting spot. And the Intimidator, look at these fans on their feet waving those hats. That's what it's all about. They want to see him on their feet screaming and waving as Earnhardt leads Ward Burton. But here comes Gordon with some drafting help on the outside. Will Earnhardt lead this lap? Yes, he will.
Dale Earnhardt, the 3 car's been up front all day long, but right now he seems to be struggling. He has fallen back to the 19th position. So if he does have a handling problem, there we see Earnhardt. Can he make a gas and go? I mean, he's probably going, if he has a handling problem, he's probably going to have to change 4 tires and put that splash of fuel, which will take him a lot longer than some of these other cars.
Well, that front group there are protecting that inside. Every one of them. They've seen cars try to take a shot at him up on the high side. Did Earnhardt make contact with somebody there?
He was on the inside of Rich Bickle, and they're going to the grass. Always, Earnhardt, if you're going to pass him on the inside, it's going to be on the grass, Ned. He's down on the very bottom of the racetrack. And Mark Martin now is on the high side. He's getting shuffled way back.
Through a minefield of race cars at 190 miles an hour, and here comes Earnhardt.
How did he get through all these cars? I don't understand how he did that.
The Intimidator is scraped and beaten on the right side, but he will not be denied. Mr. Restrictor Plate knows there are 2 laps to go. Earnhardt climbs to the high side of Bobby Labonte. Wow. You see him motioning. He's motioning the 55 car of Kenny Wallace to give me a bump. Come on, Kenny, give me a shove.
And Earnhardt is going for the lead.
And listen to this crowd of 170,000 strong. Dale Earnhardt Sr. has come from 17th spot in 4 laps to lead it on the final lap.
But Kenny Wallace is in 2nd spot, followed by
his teammate,
Joe Nemechek.
Nemechek was the pole sitter, and Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. $2.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The No Bull 5 contender, Mr. Restrictor Plate, Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory at Talladega.
And they're coming up on 2 laps to go.
He's going to catch him. Can he pass him?
This might be deja vu all over again, but in reverse.
And Labonte inside of Earnhardt. He taps him going into the 3rd corner. He gets way down on the apron of the track. Coming to the white flag. There's a leader change, and Labonte takes the lead.
And meanwhile, Ricky Rudd trying to...
Oh, and Earnhardt spins him out.
Oh, man.
And Tony Stewart is involved in the crash, as is Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and several others. Dale Earnhardt takes the checkered flag.
And Jimmy Spencer ran 2nd.
Bristol.
Here's the replay.
There we see the contact between the 3 and the 5. Terry Labonte stands on the gas, and all these cars getting the smoke. There's Ricky Rudd crashed into him. There's Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin. There we see the contact.
Well, Dale Earnhardt climbs out with his 9th victory at Bristol. And Dale, that's what Bristol's all about. Take us through those last couple laps.
Well, we knew we didn't get tires, and I didn't know who got tires behind us. All I knew is I needed to protect that bottom and try to go. And Terry got into me in the middle of 3 and 4, and I was going to get back to him and just rattle him. I wasn't going to wreck him, but I got to him and he turned him around. So didn't mean to really turn around, meant to rattle his cage, Joe.
Now Earnhardt, with the white flag out, he's in the final lap, and he has the lead over Labonte. Richmond is there. Labonte and Richmond will slam it to the firewall, both of them. But then so will Dale Earnhardt. Here's the stretch down the final straightaway on the backside of the mile-and-a-half racetrack. Labonte looks to the inside, nothing there. Earnhardt slams the door. Richmond's out of it, no way. He can pick it up in his position, number 3, and it is Earnhardt, Labonte, Richmond, 1, 2, 3, Earnhardt for $200,000.
We're under caution here at Rockingham. The leader, Rick Mast, has crashed. Dale Earnhardt's on pit road. Tire change and away. Dale Earnhardt came into this race with a 321-point lead over Rusty Wallace. Dale Earnhardt with a 321-point lead. Randy asked him yesterday, does he have a strategy for Rockingham?
You race each race as you see it. In other words, the championship's a race in itself, and you race it one way, and you race the Busch Clash one way, and the Winston another, and every race you look into it is a different angle or competition. We were having a competitive battle with Ernie, and that went away. We had the big lead, and just soon keep it.
Just as soon keep it, I guess. Calamity for Rusty Wallace. He is in the garage. And Bill Elliott, who had taken the lead, makes his pit stop and is very slow pulling out. A 26-second stop for Elliott. Dale Earnhardt also makes a pit stop under green and goes back out with 4 tires. Morgan Shepherd and Henry Rudd are now on pit road. Dick Trickle has also made a stop. Third, Blood in fourth, Labonte in fifth. Martin Heat sixth, Bill Elliott, Dick Trickle. Earnhardt gains a car lead.
White flag. He's still going. No matter who wins, I'm telling you, that's the guy for a year right there. Come back from such a wreck and we'll pull down on Dale Earnhardt like he's doing right now. Now that's Earnhardt's play right there. He does that.
Here comes Mast, right to the bumper, slides it sideways, and Earnhardt holds him off to win the race and knock down his 7th Winston Cup championship.
David Pearson, he's got a little bit of you in him. He slowed up just to make that look exciting. I guarantee you.
No, David Pearson never would have done it. I've been scared he'd pass me.
He really did. And he winning crew chief.
Clinching the title here, 7th on T&N. Dale Earnhardt, what a way to win it all.
It's unbelievable that we did it here at Rockingham, but I got to hand it to all the guys, and I tell you, I got to dedicate this to Neil Bonnet. He's been in my heart ever since we lost him, and he's really been close to us. And his family has suffered so much. I hope the best for them, Susan and everybody, but this one's for Neil. I reckon I have to give Ernie credit some too. Ernie worked awful hard for what he had and was having a good time racing him, but it's been sports, but it's great to have him back. But hey, it's great to win.
3 laps to go. Any one of these cars could win it. Earnhardt, Mayfield, Wallace, Schrader, Bobby Labonte in prime position. Jimmy Spencer coming up on the inside.
There's Labonte trying to go on the outside of Rusty Wallace off of turn 2. Can he make that pass?
And also, Ned, he split Rusty from his teammate Mayfield. 3 makes in the 500. Chevy, Pontiac, Ford, that's how they run. But Earnhardt has a benefit. There's a slow car up ahead.
And there's trouble coming off of turn 2. Some cars get strangled. It might be this. Whoever gets back to the start-finish line, they'll get the white and the yellow together.
Lake Speed and John Andretti tangle as the leaders head for turn number 3. Andretti and Spencer got together.
This could be the Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte goes to the outside.
Labonte up high. Earnhardt uses the lap car of Rick Mast as a pick. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally, the most anticipated moment in racing. If John Elway can win the Super Bowl, Dale Earnhardt said he could win the Daytona 500. And if he comes around under caution to complete this final lap, the taste of long-awaited victory will be his.
Wow, what a drive by Dale Earnhardt, doing everything he had to do today.
Bobby Labonte saying, boy, I needed that last lap.
At the top of the show, you saw the steely eyes of Dale Earnhardt. I'll bet they'll be tearful when he pulls into victory lane.
Let me tell you, it'll make the strongest man on earth cry when you win this race. It's special.
Bobby Labonte comes across the line to the caution flag in second. Jeremy Mayfield's Ford third. Kenny Schrader with a shot at that $2 million bonus, as did Bobby Labonte. Checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt finally is a champion of the Daytona 500. Look out on pit road. Every man on every crew has come out to the edge of pit lane to congratulate the man who has dominated everything there is to win in this sport, except this race, until today.
That's great. There was Todd Parrott, Dale Jarrett's crew chief, other members, other team members of other.
Andy Petrie was there. And this will be the longest receiving line in the history of celebrations.
Wow.
Yep, I've never seen that, Mike. Not that many. You know, normally we'll see 2 or 3 or 4 teams come out there, but this is something.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I had about 10 teams come out when I won this one, but look at this. Everybody knows what it means to the man that's done everything to finally get the Daytona 500.